Hey guys, welcome to Crafting Unedited. Again, I don't know if I should introduce myself every single time, but Sierra here. Wanted to show you I am in the process of making a mug. Fun, right? For one of my contest winners that I ran for a live showcase thing that I did last weekend. And I wanted to hop on to kind of follow up with the previous video with the HTV transfer or iron-on transfer, however you want to call it. But I wanted to show you the process and how it's different than like the iron-on versus the regular vinyl. Two totally different products. One is basically like a sticker paper. The other is glue, and the glue is activated by the heat, which I use the heat press, like I said in the last video, and the other one is just activated by sticking and peeling. So I'm going to kind of show you a few things. So first I'm going to show you what you need. You need your product that you're going to put the decal on. And for mugs, you want to, I am right-handed, and I know that the person that this mug is going to is right-handed, so I'm going to put the main image on the front and the secondary image on the back so that they can show it off while they're drinking, right? See where I went there? You know, you could also do the left side because, you know, so that they can drink and write at the same time, but I'd rather them enjoy whatever they're putting in this, because believe me, what I have in mind, this is a finished product that I did, and it's full. Don't judge me. It's Friday night, and it's been a very long week at work. Unedited. So, it is... Shh. Mommy's in timeout. Favorite cup ever. It was actually one of the first that I ever did with the Cricut. And it has held up pretty well, actually. And I have used HTV on mugs and stuff like that before. But for glass products, I have found that it is not as strong and sturdy as the regular vinyl is on the glass. But on things like the stainless steel tumblers, it actually works really well on those. You just have to be careful and make sure that you are using the right iron. We'll get to that on another video. I don't want to be too long on here because I kind of want to go enjoy some of my family. It is Friday night and it's been a very long week. So, again, I'll start with, you need your product, and you want to make sure, I've kind of already done this, but I'll probably go over it again with probably a towel or a piece of felt or something, but you want to make sure that your product is clean, there's no residue on it, there's nothing, no oil, especially if you just bought it from the store. Lots of fingers have touched it, or it has been coated with a protective, like, gloss. I don't know what they put on it, but it's typically oily or fingerprinted and gross. And those are all things that can hinder results, and you don't want any of that. So, product, clean, ready to go. Typically I don't keep the straw in there, but I kind of forgot about that part. You need the product, and what I have done here is I am actually going to use some scraps. I always keep my scraps, especially if they're in squares or rectangles. Sometimes I'll even keep them if they're in like wonky shapes and forms, but I have both of my bins. I have a bin like this for HTV and a bin like this for vinyl. This actually, I don't know how I got these. I don't remember where I got them from, but they're very convenient. They slide right out. It's perfect. But I keep all of my scraps, my vinyl scraps in here. And this is just plain basic vinyl, and this is actually one that I'm going to use. This is a Cricut vinyl. I don't always use these, but for the regular vinyl, it's perfectly fine. HTV, I actually really prefer Sizer Easy Weed over the Cricut. One, because you get a lot more in the roll, so you get more bang for your buck. Two, they're not limited by coupons. Go back to my coupon stacking video and you'll see that there. But you can't put coupons on Cricut products most of the time, and that for me is a huge downfall, because when you're using as much product as I am, you really got to be able to afford it. And you want a bigger supply of it. Cricut doesn't really sell bulk vinyl, and it's not fun. So I prefer either Oracle, the 651, or the Sizer Easy Weed for the HTV or iron-on. Just preference, use whatever you want, but typically you can find the Sizer Easy Weed on sale. So for tonight, I'm gonna use this fun holographic piece, and it's actually perfect sizing. I'll show you the image in a minute. I'm so excited. So this will be the one image, and I think that I have decided, since this is super glittery or super shimmery, I want to use something more. I didn't pick these beforehand, which I should have. I'm thinking maybe this pretty teal color, or I'm gonna see what matches best here. See, this is how I work. I don't ever pre-plan, and actually that goes really, really well together. See? I think I'm gonna use these two. And I actually have a smaller piece of this. So all of my little vinyl scraps are in here. See, squares, wonky, mostly squares though. So I'm gonna use that, and we'll begin. I have a lot of black ones, but I use black on everything. And this is for a very special and fun person, so I want it to be very extra. So I'm gonna go with these two, and this kind of matches this, right? Right, I know I'm right. I'm always right. Just kidding, I'm not always right. But don't all of us females like to think that? All right, so I've got my colors. I'm gonna close this up. And because these are already somewhat pre-cut, I'm not going to cut them again. Close it up, set it off to the side. In other words, behind me, out of the way. So, moving product, turn on Cricut, get out your mat. Again, Cricut sticky mat, very needed for this stuff. Adjust my dial to just vinyl. Now this, you want to set up on your mat with the shiny or the colored side up, or patterned, because they do have patterned vinyl. You want it facing upward, so facing you onto the mat. Now I have to make sure that the image that I have is the right size for this, because I don't want to have to go and cut more of this. If I can avoid it, I for sure will. So I'm going to just lay this out lengthwise, because I know that what I'm doing, and I'll show you in a second, I promise, is a bit longer than it is wide. So, and then the beauty about Cricut mats is they are gridded. So you can have the one image over here, and then you can take this and put it over here. I don't like to pile them right on top of each other because I'm not that trustworthy. I would probably have the image go over. I did that this morning actually. But so see how they're separated? And actually in the Cricut Design Space app, you can take a picture of the mat and it will automatically upload into your project. It's pretty cool. I'm using my phone to talk to you, so I can't do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera. I'm actually going to move my beverage, my adult beverage, and kind of try to show you what I'm doing here. So this image, I actually have one on a cup upstairs, and it says, "Shut the fuck up." See what I did there? It's not a bad word. None of them are bad words because of the way that it's split up. But what I'm doing is trying not to unplug everything. Ooh, and my computer just went quiet on me. All right, so. Ooh. See, this is why I do things unedited, because if I don't, I would be editing these videos over and over and over again. I'm going to hold this, turn you just a little, motion sickness coming, but you can see what I'm doing. It says, "Shh, mommy's in timeout," and it has a unicorn here with some rocker hands. This one you can kind of depict as however you would like. If you wanted to have it flipping someone off, go ahead. However you want to explain it. But it is, there we go. It says, "Shh, mommy's in timeout." Now the unicorn is going to be in the holographic vinyl, and the words will be in that teal aqua color. I don't know what it's called actually. So here we go. And what I'm going to do is make sure that the sizing is appropriate. So got my ruler, got my cup, right? So handle on the right side, want to measure that. And we have about 3 1/4 inches to play with lengthwise and about 2 1/4 widthwise. I could do 2 1/2, but I don't want to push it. So 2 1/2. So this is going to make things a little bit complicated, but that's okay. So I'm going to adjust the way that this is laid out, and I'm going to space out. I'm going to put in the middle of timeout. Oops. And put those together, align them. So you can see here, gonna move you again, forewarning, this is me warning you. So you can see here how I have it, like, it's kind of all funky. You can put center horizontally here in the align tab. Hit that, bam, it fixes it for you so you don't have to worry about aligning it. Awesome, right? I'm all about making life easier. Work smarter, not harder. I just told my son that tonight. So I'm gonna measure it out. I said 2 1/2 widthwise. Now this, I don't really have to worry about lengthwise, but widthwise it is definitely too wide. So we're gonna drop it down to about 2.25. I believe that's what I said. Perfect. And same thing with the unicorn. Gonna select the whole image, drop it down to 2.25 wide. Looks really small on the screen, but it's not, I promise. So I'll show you again what that's gonna look like. And I'll zoom in so you can see it bigger. It will not be this big on the cup. There ain't enough space for that. So, see there? Pretty sweet, huh? Looks really awesome. All right, so now for the layout of the mats, because of how I have it, you can see here that I have enough space to take it over to 4 wide. I don't need that much space, and like forever long. Don't need that much space either. Same thing here and here. And then you can see that it has 3. That's about the width that I have. I would go underneath that. Sorry. Yeah, 3, not 4. I can't count. So I would take it to right below there if I had to, but I don't have to. And then same with this, but you see how it starts on 4. So where I want the words to go, I'm gonna move it over on the screen to the number 4 line. Show you that in a minute. So when you put it on at first, see if I can change the color of the mat here. All right, I don't know how to do that. Anyways, you can kind of see where it has it all. You can't really see that, but it has mommy's in timeout, and then it put shh to the side. I didn't attach it. That's why I did that. You can attach it so that that doesn't happen. I'm not overly concerned with it right now, so I'm just gonna move shh over and mommy's in timeout over. For sake of ease and moving things, one thing about Macs, don't hate them. They're just weird, like their touchpad and their updates and their storage. I'm very angry at Apple's storage right now because I have to go through 4,000 pictures in my cloud and get rid of some of them. And that gives me major anxiety. So, won't be happening anytime soon, I can promise you that. All right, so it has actually separated the mats by color. I don't need that. So I'm actually going to move them by clicking on the image. And let's see if I can show you this. So you're going to, see if I can zoom in. Nope. So, sorry if you get motion sick. So you're gonna click on the image, and there's 3 little dots in the left-hand corner up here. You click on that and it gives you a little drop down. You wanna move to another mat, and you click on the mat that you wanna move it to and hit confirm. It will drop it right on top of your other stuff. Stupid, right? And I did move this, but it moved it back. Stupid, yes. Sometimes technology is your friend, sometimes it is not. It also moved the stars because I did not change the colors of them to another mat, so we have to move those as well. Move to another mat and move to that mat. Confirm, and it should put them right on top where it should be, but it doesn't. So you gotta kind of move them around a little bit. And this makes me nervous because of how close it is to the 3, so I'm actually going to move, because of the spacing over here, it has a space for the mat size. So I'll just move my vinyl over just a little bit, but now I have the image where I want it. It kind of centered. It's not meant to be super centered. And then this one, same thing, kind of centered. We'll bring it down just a little. All right, there we go. We've got them all on one mat. We do not need to reverse the image like we did for the HTV because it's going sticky side down, right? Right. So, going to adjust my stuff here and move it over just a little bit because, like I said, it makes me a little bit nervous how far over it is. So I'm going to move my vinyl over just a smidgen. I'm actually going to flip it around because the one side is straighter than the other. I can't cut in a straight line. Yes, I am a crafter, but that's why I have a Cricut. I can't cut in a straight line to save my life. Even if there is a line, I can't do it. Perforated edges are my friend though. Moving it over just a tad, not much. All right, there we go. So we have this one, unicorn guy. It'll be so much fun. This one, words. All right, then we are going to make sure that it's nice and stuck so that it doesn't roll up. So these are both Cricut vinyls. This is Cricut holographic vinyl. You can find it pretty much anywhere. I like to get most of my Cricut stuff from Michael's because sometimes they'll have like a 40% off of Cricut supplies or buy one, get one, 40% off, or, you know, lots of different sales. And if I can find it on sale, I will. Or if I need it for just a special project for one item, I will go to our local craft store, and it's a craft wholesale store. She just goes online and orders a bunch of stuff. She actually prints her own vinyl, which is really neat. She does a really good job too. But if I can make it out there, I'll make it out there. It is kind of a hike for me, but it's worth it. And she sells just the sheets. Typically Michael's and places like that only sell the sheets of the Oracle and the permanent. She sells sheets of HTV, iron-on, patterned. If you want a specific pattern, you just ask her and she will print it out for you. It's really great. She does really awesome work. And it's just Crafters Wholesale. If you're local, she's in Parma, right across the street from the DMV. If you want that information, just let me know and I will get it to you, okay? So both Cricut vinyls, both purchased at Michael's or Amazon if you don't want to go there. You don't want to be consumed by the shop, kind of like Target. It's a Target effect. It's the Michael's effect. So, got my stuff aligned. Gonna load it into the Cricut here. We're gonna hit continue in Cricut, and it's going to take a minute to. Oh, it didn't even turn on. Things don't work if you don't turn them on. That's my IT help for the day. So, it is now turned on. I have my setting to vinyl, which is all I need. And you can see the little light flashing over here. Can you? I hope so. So it's just the arrows up and down, which means it's going to feed the Cricut. You do not have to put very much force onto the mat to feed it. I could actually just let it go, but my OCD tells me to hold the mat. I don't know why, just hold the mat. So I hold the mat. So it loads and then you hit continue, praying that everything is aligned properly and you didn't fudge it up. So while that is cutting, you hit the little C or the Cricut sign. I'm actually going to remove the lid and the straw. And like I said, re-wipe my product. do, you just wipe it off, give it a good rub down. Wish it was a genie lamp, you know, grant me 3 wishes, pay for Universal Studios next year. Give me unlimited paid vacation time from work. None of that. It doesn't work like that. I like to use felt. It does a really good job, especially getting oils off. You can also use rubbing alcohol, but you have to make sure that it is completely dry. Completely dry if you use rubbing alcohol, because rubbing alcohol actually it does the same thing. It removes oil, but it will also remove any sticky residue. That goes for all things. Got gum in your hair? Pour some rubbing alcohol on it. You don't need to butter it up. I mean, everything's better with butter, except for your hair. Funny. But yeah, so rubbing alcohol, if you remove a sticker from your car and it's got that sticky residue all over it, get some rubbing alcohol, give it some force, and you're good. You get a notebook and it's got a sticker on it, and you just pull it off, and there's sticky stuff all over it. Get you some rubbing alcohol, rub the crap out of it. Unless it's paper, then obviously you're stuck with the sticky. Sorry. It will also get gum out of pants, it'll get sticky stuff off of your clothes. It's awesome. So rubbing alcohol, savor of all. So that's still cutting. It should be done fairly soon. While that cuts, I'll tell you what you'll need for the next few steps. Your weeding tool. Again, that's what this looks like. A bit blurry, but it kind of looks like a little poker. Like a pirate's hook if you put it that close. Anyways, so weeding tool, a good pair of scissors. These are my husband's. I don't know why he entrusted me with these massive things. I have tiny hands. I don't need scissors that big. But I was in a bind, so I also, that cutter that I referenced in my past video, Fiskars. And it will be linked so that you can go online and purchase it if you want. It is very useful. It's sharp, but not overly sharp, and you can buy a replacement blade so you don't have to buy a whole new one. $10, any local craft store or Amazon Prime. That's where I got mine. It was actually $8 on Amazon. So again, that's Fiskars, and the link will be off to the side. So done printing. Got my weeding tool, my rotary tool. That's what that's actually called. It's not a cutter. It's a rotary cutter. R-O-T-A-R-Y, rotary cutter. Or just go to the link next to my video here. Easy peasy. Again, making life smarter, not harder for you. All right, and your scissors. Let that go, and you can see the image. Oh, maybe you can't see. My bad. But, oh, there you go. You can kind of see where it's been cut out. But you can tell that it's only gone to about here. So now that I can see where it's cut, I'm going to cut off the extra and put that in my extras box. This is like radiating imaging. It's really fun. So I'm going to take a rotary tool. Didn't need the scissors. And just kind of hand guide this across. Cutting off the extra, and I'm just gonna put it off to the side, not gonna worry about putting it in the thing yet. And this one, again, same thing, kind of hand guiding it across. Now you might think, what in the heck? I use the sensor. Anyone that knows me knows that that doesn't happen very often. What in the world am I gonna use this tiny piece for? You would be utterly surprised. I find uses for all of my scraps. People who throw them away, you're a waster. I'm sorry. Not really. Shouldn't waste it. If you don't want it, send it to me. I'll take it gladly. That's money that you're throwing away there. Just finishing up, making sure that I don't cut off any of the work that the Cricut did there. I've done that, and it's like spilling wine. It'll make you cry. Because then you have to go through the whole process again or figure out a way to modify it. 9 times out of 10, I'll find a way to make it work without having to recut. So weeding this stuff is way easier than weeding HTV. You'll see what I mean. So you just grab a corner. I can't really show you this process. Lifting it up. So you grab a corner and you just pull. And it should just pop off. Satisfying, huh? I always check to make sure that this stuff is pretty good with not taking the dots for the eyes and the apostrophes and stuff. But you can also, if you really wanted to, you can use these as stencils. Look how neat that is, right? Too bad I'm not going to. I don't need a Mommy's in Timeout stencil, but if I ever want to do painting or screen printing, stencil. So I'm just gonna, as you can see, the O is still intact, and so is the E and the other O. So I'm gonna pull those out really quick. Pretty simple process here. Oops, here's one O. I grabbed the wrong weeding tool. I needed the front hook, not the side hook, but that's okay. Got the job done anyway. Oops. Now, typically I wouldn't be doing a video on a Friday night, but I did promise you guys that I would do one this weekend, so I'm doing it with you. Tomorrow I do have a family event with some really awesome friends. We are going to go apple picking, and then we're gonna pick out our pumpkins because it is October, and I do not like getting pumpkins before 2 weeks before Halloween. Animals eat them, and we spend the time to carve them, and it's just a waste of time. I don't have that. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab the other weeding tool because, whoops, my bad. So tomorrow, I won't be around very much. I'll be enjoying my family time. Everybody needs to do that. I don't care how busy your life gets. I don't care what gets in the way. Family time and self-care. Always. Always, always, always. I will be doing some blogs and some videos probably on fitness and health and stuff like that. I am a former health and fitness coach. I still kind of do a little bit on the side, just for close friends and family. Wasn't my thing. I think I mentioned that in one of my past videos, but I do have a lot of knowledge in things that could help a lot of people, and I don't want to be selfish with it. So I will be sharing some stuff, just not right now. But self-care, family time, time with your kids. You have one life, people. Live it. You never know if tomorrow is promised. Not to sound all sappy or Jesus-y, but I'm sorry if I offended anyone with that statement, but I'm not Christian, I'm not atheist, I'm nothing. I don't identify as anything. I try to live life by the moment. I'm really stalling you while I weed this unicorn here. I'm really excited for you to see this. But have the cake, eat the pizza. My face is really dark. Enjoy it. Don't dwell over it. I have a friend that's going through some exhaustion struggles, and I 100% relate. But it's all about perspective and how you see things. You know, the whole glass half empty or half full. I see it as I need a refill either way. Yes, I just said that. There's no glass half empty. There's no glass half full. Either way, I need a refill because it's going to be empty soon. It all runs out eventually. All right. Finished product. Woohoo! Look at that. Totally rocker unicorn. How awesome. I'm obsessed with that unicorn. And yes, I did not design that unicorn. It was actually a free design from one of the free things that I use. And I actually forgot a major part of what I need right now. Hold on. No, it's not this. And if you're wondering what this is, it is not apple juice. What it looks like. If the kids ask, it's apple juice. But no, it's not. It's hard cider. I mean apple cider. So I actually need some transfer tape, and I will show you what I use. So I'll show you a few different variations of what I use. Depends on the vinyl, depends on what I'm doing, what I'm putting it on, how it's going to be applied, so on and so forth. There's so many questionable things. So I'll go through all of them with you. So here, this was a freebie in one of my other things that I got, but it is Cricut transfer tape. Cricut transfer tape right there. And it's just your basic grip. So this is used for things like this. Easy, right? You'll see what I mean in a minute. These don't need a lot of adhesive to pull it off. So this is what I would use if I needed it, but I have something else that I use. Hack. No, I'm not gonna hack up along. And this is Cricut Strong Grip. Again, came in a freebie. It actually came with one of the rolls of Cricut. I guess that's one of the things Cricut has going for them as far as vinyl goes, is in, I think it's in all of their transfer, like the regular vinyl, you get one of these. Not sure, don't quote me on that, but this is Strong Grip. This is what I use, you can tell because it's purple. The lettering is purple, and the Strong Grip matte is purple. Thank you, Cricut, for color coding. Strong Grip. Strong Grip is used for this stuff. Glitter. And that is because the regular grip is not strong enough to grip the glitter, and it just peels right off. Not the glitter, the transfer tape. It's annoying. It gives you a headache. I've tried it many times. It does not work. I will tell you what else works for the glitter in a minute. So this is Strong Grip used with glitter. Works best with Strong Grip. Glitter, vinyl, works best with Strong Grip. Beautiful, but a pain in the butt. This one isn't that bad. It's also my favorite. But you can also use this for like the thicker vinyl. I have this like steel, it's like a metal or aluminum vinyl. It's pretty cool, looks really cool. Again, a major pain in the butt to work with, especially if you're using for things like this with small lettering. All right, so my hack, I have two of them actually, for regular vinyl. For this, regular vinyl, not glitter, not aluminum, nothing fancy. Plain old Cricut vinyl. This contact paper. People use this for lining. I sometimes use it when I remember when I'm cleaning out my fridge to line the bottom of the refrigerator shelves so that when it's time to clean the fridge, you just pull it right off. Voila! Easy, right? But yes, contact paper. This link will be in the video as well, to the side. Just clear, matte, you can use whatever color you want, but I like the clear matte contact paper. See, contact paper. That's it. This stuff and this, beautiful. This does not stick to this. Also beautiful. You'll see why. Cricut transfer tape sticks to product. Headache. The other thing that you can substitute for the Strong Grip Cricut is, are you ready for it? Packing tape. Clear Scotch packing tape, which is what I thought I had in here, but I forgot that I gave that to my husband. He had to ship something off. So for tonight, I'm gonna use some good old-fashioned contact paper. And I just gonna close this up. give myself some space here. Turn it off, push it to the side. Get my mega scissors and try to follow the straight line. If not, it's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be perfect for this. You just cut off a piece. The other beautiful thing about this roll, giant roll, you can see here, $7 max. Giant roll, right? $7 max. And Cricut, I'm not gonna tell you how much. It's just at least $5 or $6 more for less. Just saying. Cricut, us crafters are on a budget. We need to follow the budget. You want us to buy more of your products and promote more of them? I would suggest making them a little more efficient for us, right? So, got my little contact paper sheet here. Mind you, sticky side is this side. I'm trying to pop it off, but and what I'm gonna do is kind of half-ass, half-arse, whatever, half-ass measure for each of these. And sometimes if I have multiples, like I do today, I will just keep it all intact, but I don't feel like dealing with that right now, so half. So then you peel the sticky side off, like so. I bend the corner however you want to peel the sticky side off. This is what it looks like. It's clear. Obviously, you want the sticky side to go onto this, right? Sticky side, non-sticky side, right? So again, alignment doesn't have to be perfect. One thing that Cricut does have, I will give them this, is there are grid lines. You see these grid lines on this? Those are actually on the sticker side, not on the paper side, not on this side. So contact paper gives you the guides on the paper, not the sticky. But again, I'm using it for other purposes than what it's supposed to be for. I have a really good eye for things being straight other than me cutting. Ironically, that or I see it straight and other people see it crooked. But most of the time it comes out pretty straight. So you just want to put this flat. I did close this and I need it open because I forgot something. There is the scraper tool that Cricut has. It looks like this. You can also use a credit card, but I like this tool. Definitely a need. They also have a longer one for bigger projects, but this gets the bubbles out and it also creates more of a stick. So I'm just gonna rub this across this part like this. Make sure there's no air bubbles. I also like to have a little extra space between the actual image and the sticky part because I like to stick it to my countertop for this purpose. So that one is good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one here and I'll show you them both in a second. All right. I'm fighting the weather, people at work, sickness, crud, whatever you want to call it, and I'm over it. But I have been very blessed. I have not gotten the full-blown crap yet. If I had some wood, I would knock on it, but I don't, so I'm also not very superstitious. It's just, you know, habit. So going to do the same thing. You just scrape it right over the image, and I kind of go in all directions. See, I'll show you. Ready? We're moving. See, you just kind of scrape over the image in all directions. I do this because sometimes it doesn't like to grip properly, and you can tell because there will be tiny bubbles around the image. So you just take it, scraping it in all different directions. I don't think that this needs that much scraping, so back to me. And now you're crooked. Hey! There we go. Still crooked, not as bad. I mean, the last video is the headless crafter. Tales of the Headless Crafter. I tried to get my hubby to let me name that one, but didn't go over so well. Tales of the Headless Crafter. I feel like it would get lots of hits. So these edges have served their purpose, but I'm feeling kind of lazy, so I'm not going to remove that. So you want to peel the paper backing away. Typically this works better if you have Cricut mat. Pop the non-sticky side down onto the Cricut part and pull. And it should all just peel right off. If it does not and it catches, just go back over it with the scraper tool. Or sometimes you can bend the paper behind it and it'll come off. Glitter vinyl, the paper will stick to the vinyl. The paper backing will stick to the vinyl, and it is the most stressful and time consuming thing ever, which is why I typically charge more for glitter on anything. Glitter is beautiful. I love it. But with all things beautiful, it's a pain in the ass. Sorry. So get that on there. The other thing is you want to make sure that the clear stuff doesn't stick too hard to the Cricut mat. It can become quite the pain to pull off as well. Again, just gently peeling back, folding it back as I go. Kind of show you if I can do this one-handed. So just pulling it back, and it just peels right off, just like that. This vinyl is super cool because it's holographic. Up, see, it's starting to peel off there. It's holographic on one side, but it's blue on the other. It's pretty neat. It's called blue holographic if you want this specific one. They have it in all different colors. Ta-da! Oh no, see, this is exactly what I mean. See, I missed a little piece, and that's actually his other nostril. I did this with the last one that I did too. So what I do, handy dandy tweezers, go over here and I peel it off like so. And I just place it roughly where I think it should go on the sticky part. Kind of use your fingernail to get it off. Use the tweezers to manipulate it into the positioning that you want. I have a feeling that part's going to be a pain on the cup when I get to it. And because that part came off already, I have to pay special attention, make sure it doesn't go flying off anywhere. So this will be the image that I put on first. So peeling off the transfer tape, contact paper, hanging my mat back up because I like a clean workstation. A clean workstation is a happy workstation. So I wanted words, rocker unicorn. He's gonna go here. So I'm just gonna lay it flat. I actually like to use my thighs to hold the cup into place so that it's not wobbling. And I don't know if I can get you a good image of this. So we're going to see if you can see. Can you see how it's wobbling? You try sticking a sticker onto that. It's not gonna end very well, is it? So let's see if I can get you guys an image so that you can see what I'm doing here. There you go, that kind of works, right? I move over just a little. There we go. So I'm going to ask my cup, because I like to talk to inanimate objects. I should have had it at this angle the whole time. Sorry, learning. So it has stopped wiggling. It is no longer a toddler trying to get clothes on. So you want to stand up. You don't have to, but I like to stand up for this part. And kind of lean over, and this is where the grid lines would come in handy for some people, but not about that life. I like to stick it from the middle and then take my finger and go over the sides. I said I didn't want to be on here for that long, and it's already on 45 minutes. That's what happens when you're having fun, right? Time flies when you're having fun. So it's on there, but it still has the transfer tape. So I want to make sure that it is on there, right? So I take my little thingy here, scraper tool, Cricut scraper tool. Beautiful, beautiful thing. And then one corner, and we peel away. Just like that. You can't really see it because it blends in with the lighting, but that's okay. Again, where that nostril kind of came off, I'm coming up on that, and look, it stayed. Oh yeah. Bam. Cool. So I save these pieces because I like to stick them to the Cricut rolls, the vinyl rolls, because they unravel easily and I'm not going there. Anyways, so this is cool because you can see him from both sides. I would do the other side, but I feel like YouTube would edit me out. All right, time for the wording. Try to speed things up a little bit here, but not too quickly because words are important. Again, using my eyes, no guiding. If you don't have a good eye for this stuff, or if you're just starting, I highly, highly, highly recommend using the Cricut stuff because it has the grid lines. You can always try to be one of those weirdos with a laser level, do it that way, but not about that life. If something comes out crooked, gives it style, right? If you stain your shirt, it's a new style. Mom life. So because this has the smaller dots and the apostrophe and the I, gonna make sure that I pay special attention to those areas because it likes to peel off. And now, or to not peel off, pulling from the corner. You wanna make sure that you have it flat-ish against. So I just grab the corner and I stick my fingers to it and I pull downward. I like to pull at an angle because it does come off significantly easier for me. And as you can see, none of the I's are falling off and neither did the apostrophe. Golden. Bam. So you probably can't even read that because it's a clear cup, right? It's on there, it's straight. So what I do to show you guys that felt that I used, shove it in there so that you can see the finished product. It says, shh, mommy's in timeout, and punk rocker unicorn, yeah. So I really hope that this person enjoys her cup and uses it quite often, not just for adult beverages, can be used for anything. I know this person is into fitness and drinks whole health shake, so she could use this for that too. Pretty awesome, huh? Finished product, super cute, super fun, super versatile, and it was pretty easy. I've done way more complicated things, but this is one of the easier and more fun things that I do because I am an avid cup lover. I have so many coffee mugs, and every time we go to a Starbucks in a different country or a different state, I am absolutely required by myself to pick up a We Are Here collection cup. Just a fun thing. I have 4. One of them is actually from Greece. Funnest vacation ever. Maybe I'll do a video on one of those traveling things. I have one from London, from Vegas, and drawing a blank of where the other one's from right now. I'm super tired. Anyways, 3 o'clock was a long time ago. So, mug, regular vinyl transfer. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I look forward to making more of these for you. I am getting a bit more comfortable with it, so I hope that you enjoy them and all of my debauchery and shenanigans in the process, and my uneditedness. I think I said that right. So look for more next week, Monday, I think, or Tuesday. I don't know for sure which ones I'm going to do, but one of those days for sure we will be having another video post. I try to do them as frequently as possible. I am learning a lot of new things and I want you guys to learn them as well. I want you to see the pretty stuff and the fun stuff that I make. I have a lot of orders to fill, so I have a lot of stuff to cover with you. Hope you enjoyed it all. I hope you have a fabulous night, and if it's Friday for you guys, enjoy your weekend. Have that adult beverage. Have a cookie. Have a pizza. Whatever it is, enjoy it. Indulge. Have fun. Also, please remember to like, subscribe, thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you don't want to do all three, at least subscribe, please. I'd very much so appreciate that. Anyways, have a great evening. See you next time. Bye.